When you go online searching for health advice, who or what is actually writing the articles you find? Well, more and more, the answer involves artificial intelligence. We're in the middle of this huge shift where AI isn't just a tool anymore. It's becoming a key player in how health and wellness info is made and, how it shows up in your search results. So that leads to a really big question, right? We've got these new writers who can crunch data like a scientist, they get the health topics, and they can write with the speed of an AI. But in a field where trust is literally everything, can we, and maybe more importantly, should we, rely on this new combo for something as personal as our own health? Okay, let's really dive into this. To get a handle on the potential and, of course, the risks, we first need to figure out who we're even talking about. And we're not just talking about some generic chatbot here. This is a whole new, specialized, professional role that's popping up right in front of us. So meet the AI SEO Copywriter. This person kind of lives where three different worlds collide. They have a really solid grasp of health and wellness, they know search engine optimization inside and out, and they've got the skills to use AI tools to get the most out of them. Their whole goal is to create content that Google loves and that you, a human being, will actually love and trust. So what's their day-to-day actually look like? Well, they're using AI to find the exact keywords people are searching for, to whip up drafts for blog posts, and to take all that dense medical jargon and translate it into plain, easy-to-understand English. The magic here is that AI does the heavy lifting, which frees up the human expert to focus on the really crucial stuff, fact-checking, editing, and adding that human spark of creativity you just can't fake. All right, now that we know who this person is, let's look at what makes their AI toolkit so darn powerful. The impact AI is having on SEO is honestly a total game changer. We're talking about a massive upgrade in speed, the ability to create tons of content, and a new level of personalization that was pretty much unimaginable before. And this slide, it just lays it all out so clearly. On the left, you've got the old way, slow, manual research and content that was aimed at a super broad audience. But on the right, you see the new AI-powered workflow. It automates all the data analysis, generates content super fast, and lets you create these hyper-personalized experiences that tailor info directly to what a person is looking for. What's really cool here is how AI plugs into every single step of the strategy. It all starts with research, finding what health topics are trending. Then it helps create and optimize the content itself. It can even manage local SEO for, say, a doctor's office and analyze online reviews. And to top it all off, it gives you predictive insights so you can stay ahead of the curve. It's basically a full cycle assistant from start to finish. For anyone in the health and wellness world, this is huge. It means way more visibility in search results, which means more organic traffic. It saves a ton of time on all those routine tasks. And by delivering that personalized content, it can seriously boost conversions, all while using data to keep you one step ahead of what's coming next. But, and this is a big but, what happens when the AI gets it wrong? With all its power and promise, we have to ask this question. When we're talking about health, a mistake isn't just some small oops, it can be genuinely dangerous. So what are the hidden risks we're not talking about enough? Yeah, this brings us to the other side of the coin. For all its amazing promise, we have to get real about the dangers of relying too much on AI for health content. These are some serious risks we need to navigate very, very carefully. This table lays out the three biggest ones, and they are significant. First up, misinformation. An AI can write something that sounds totally convincing, but is just factually wrong. And in a health context, that can lead to some really dangerous advice. Second, you've got data gaps. See, an AI is only as smart as the data it's trained on. If that data is biased or incomplete, the AI's advice might be skewed. And finally, and this one's huge, there's a total lack of empathy. An AI can't understand the emotion or the human side of a health problem, so its content can feel cold, generic, and just completely miss the mark. Just think about that for a second. Experts call this hallucination. The AI doesn't just get something wrong. It presents the false information with 100% confidence, sometimes even making up fake studies to back it up. In a medical context, the consequences of that can be absolutely severe. And the dangers don't stop there. If an AI gives out bad advice, who's on the hook legally? The developer, the person who used it? Then there are major concerns around data privacy when you're feeding sensitive health info into these models. And right now, the rules and regulations are just struggling to keep up with how fast this technology is moving. So with all these risks, is the answer to just ditch AI completely? Absolutely not. The best approach isn't AI versus human, it's AI plus human. This kind of collaborative model really is the winning formula for creating content that's both effective and, most importantly, trustworthy. And you can see right here why this partnership is so powerful. You let the AI do its thing, analyzing huge amounts of data, creating content at scale, and handling all the technical SEO stuff. And that frees up the human expert to focus on what only a human can do. Bring in empathy, critical thinking, make sure every fact is accurate, and add that spark of real creativity. They're perfect complements to each other. So here's what that actually looks like in practice. Step 1, the AI kicks things off, generating a first draft and all the SEO data you need. Then, step 2, the human expert comes in. They review, they edit, they refine that draft, checking for accuracy and adding that human touch. The AI can then run a final technical check before the human gives it that final polish and makes sure it perfectly matches the brand's voice and goals. The big takeaway here is you've got to build a system of checks and balances. You should always have editorial checkpoints where a human reviews AI content. Use feedback loops to keep making the process better and better. And maybe the most important thing, make sure your team understands what AI can do and, just as critically, what it can't do. You know, at the end of the day, this is what it all boils down to. The goal isn't just to get a high ranking on Google. The goal is to create content that, yes, people can find, but that is also deeply impactful, accurate, and trustworthy. And the way you get there is by blending the raw power of AI with the irreplaceable insight and oversight of a human expert. So let's end with this one thought. AI is an incredibly powerful tool, maybe one of the most powerful we've ever had for creating content. But it's not a doctor, it's not a scientist, it's not an expert, it's an assistant. So when you look at your own work or the content you're reading online, ask yourself, is this strategy built on true collaboration